lot of new guys this year. Great year last year. What do you kind of want to get out of this season come this Friday?
Yeah, this Friday we open up with Mesa, who in one poll right now is the number 4 team in the country, and you know that's who scheduled that. That wasn't too smart, but Mesa, and then we follow that up with Moorhead, will probably be the top team in the NSIC, and NSIC is such a powerful conference and a powerful region up there. So we've got those 2 teams, and then we finish up with Damon, who has the best big kid in the country, made it to the Elite 8 last year, and you know, Coach McDonald is such a great coach, and all the coaches in this tournament are going to be a handful as well as their team. So it should be a great weekend. Hopefully get a lot of fans out. I know it's early, it's October. I know it's Texas, it's still football, but come on out, see your Buffs play on the 29th, 30th, and 31st. 3 big games for us this weekend.
Obviously, you mentioned a lot of new faces there.
Yes.
Losing to Quay and JoJo is never ideal, but you do add Julius from Lincoln Memorial. What have you seen from him? How do you think he's going to interact well with the team?
Yeah, we have some really good players that we've brought in, but then we also have our returners, you know, from J.T. Warren, Torian Harris, Cameron Bell, Kavan Booker, Zach Toussaint, and Hayden Blankley. I mean, those 6 guys are 6 guys that I'm really leaning on right now, and I'll be leaning on Julius as well. But those 6 guys know our program, know our system, know what our expectations are. And you know, Julius is great. He's been coached really well. He's had some really good coaches. Coach Schertz did a great job with him, and I think he's just going to get better and better and better with us as well. And he'll be a leader for us too. But right now, in the beginning of the year, we've had guys out with COVID and injuries. And I don't want to sing you a sad song, but COVID and injuries and some things like that. And so we haven't really had everybody back together. We finally had everybody back together last week, second day of official practice, and it was like, wow, we got our whole team. And then we lost 2 guys. And so it's always kind of a battle, but we have a great group. We have 15 players on our team. And like you said, Julius Brown's going to be a good player for us. But everybody, 1 through 15, I think, is going to really help us this year. And it's just getting those guys together and developing that chemistry. I think it's going to be big.
You know, you mentioned Zach Toussaint, obviously the big man on the team. How many dunks, Steve? I'm totally kidding. What was it like to, you know, because he was mentioning you lose those guys. Zach Toussaint, though, a big leader, I got to imagine, has to step up into that leadership role this year. What's it been like over the offseason with him?
You know, he had a great offseason coming back. You know, he couldn't get much smaller, but he came back actually bigger, stronger. He looks quicker. He looks really good right now. You know, it's a long season, though, and he's not real big, so we got to kind of watch his minutes a little bit. We don't want him to get worn down. We want to get better as the season goes. But, you know, he looks really good. I mean, Torian Harris looks good. J.T. Warren looks good. And then others. Kavan Booker has had some really good practices. Hayden Blankley last year, I think, made 5 threes against Lincoln Memorial. He was 5 for 5. You know, we expect big things out of Hayden as well. And so we might have a little deeper team this year. I don't know yet. Again, we're still trying to get everybody together and try to figure out our combinations, what we're going to do. I mean, it's really tough, and we're playing so early this year. Normally we play the second weekend in November. Well, we're playing the last weekend in October. So, you know, I hope the crowd, we really need that crowd to help us out this first weekend. I mean, really get us going. And I'm glad we're at home because we have a very young team. We have, get this, we have 0 seniors and 2 juniors. All right, and we have 15 on our team. So do the math for me. How many freshmen and sophomores? 13 freshmen and sophomores. So I'm not running a JUCO program, but it kind of seems like it a little bit this year. But they'll develop, they'll get better, and we do. We have some great kids in our program, and we have very high expectations this year.
Speaking of that youth, has Zach grown out a beard, or can we still call him the babyface assassin?
You know, he hasn't. I don't know. He could be trying. It's just I don't notice it, but I'm not sure if he's got a beard or not. He is a great kid, and you know, there's some other guys. You'll see some changes out there, and some of the other guys with the hairstyles and maybe some other things. But I think our guys stay pretty level. And again, we have a great group on and off the court. It's a lot of fun coaching these guys.